waffle store, and most Americans do not know what they are. But there's these little waffles. You set them on top of your coffee. They have caramel in the middle, so that after sitting there for like, I'd say approximately 2.5 to 3 minutes, they're soft, and then you can just like, their caramel is ooey gooey good. But if you live dangerous and if you forget about it or you don't pick it up off your coffee, there's a chance that you'll go to get your stroopwafel and you're like, where did it go? Who ate my stroopwafel? But it really like melts. It like gets so soft that it might fall into your coffee. And that's just a day ruiner right there. Like, don't let your stroopwafel melt.
It becomes part of the coffee. Wouldn't that amplify the coffee? Maybe not. I don't know about that. It'll just be chunky coffee, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, we actually, in Argentina, we did the hackathon or the build-a-thon, and each team did, maybe Mariana would remember the theme. I think was it treats from around the world? Or it was something like global, but we did an alfajore, which is the like Argentinian cookie. It's like two cookies with kind of a filling between, and then just dip all that shit into chocolate. They know what's up. And so KJ Walker and Figured from Low Poly Models helped us do like all of the coding and stuff. So we made a giant alfajore that you could walk inside, and like the caramel. Oh my gosh, it looked great. So I wonder where those builds, like, we should have deployed those. I think that was the intention, but I just don't think it's been done. But it would be really cool to have those deployed to a world where you could go see all of the things that were built at the community summit. Because I think Michi grabbed like Fabio, and he was like trying to get KJ Walker there. Michi was out for blood. I think because he was like, we're gonna win. Like, it's not so
Did
much about
Mickey
winning.
win?
It's like having a good time. But Michi was like, he wanted to win,
Did
if I
he win?
remember correctly. And there was no winner. It was just like, they built a pizza. I think something with a pizza texture.
Did
I don't
he
know.
feel like a winner?
I hope so. I don't know. All I know is Fancy and I had very little to contribute to our table. Like, when you're working with the giants, you're working with like KJ Walker and Low Poly Model, like her partner Figured. Um, you can sit and twiddle your thumbs. There's not a lot else you can do. So I was like, KJ, let me be in charge of supplies. So I just started, like, every time, like, they'd bring pizza out. So I'd go and I'd get like pieces of pizza and bring it to KJ. And then I'd go and be like, are you thirsty? Like, I'm just going to bring you some drinks. And so I would just like bring everybody food and water. And that was the best contribution I could make, is just go get snacks for everybody.
I think you're underestimating, what a vital role the support role is. Like, you allowed KJ and the team to continue working while and not get up from their chair while you brought them foods and drinks and nourishment and offerings, maybe like a dead rabbit or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, because the pizza would come out one at a time. So whoever got to it first, it was like, all right, gotta wait for the next one. So there was a little bit of like, there was some survival. We needed, like, it was a little cutthroat, not gonna lie. They had, I think, well, they had like, I'm trying to think back. It's a long time ago, but like meats and cheeses, and then like granola or like trail nut mix or something. They should have just had alfajores, so we could have been like jacked up on sugar. But I see Mariana and Kim are up here. We're just reminiscing. We're talking about like yummy sweet treats, and somehow that got us onto alfajores and then the builds for the build-a-thon in Argentina. So
I don't want to expose you, Canessa,
what?
but you went around distracting all the other tables is what you were doing.
What? What?
So the 12 people in the room are gonna know that you were the distractor. You were there. You were told by your
Oh
team to go make sure, like, okay,
my
go
god.
have a
Oh,
conversation with Mariana's table and distract them.
You know, in
recon.
a soccer team, it's not just about the offense, it's about the defense.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, you were the
So,
secret weapon.
okay, I'm glad. I'm glad that that's
No
what
kidding.
I was. I do think that people thought I was distracting them. And like unintentionally, because somebody like got snippy with me because I was running around trying to get every single person to sign a picture for Yamel and Foundation, like a little picture I drew of the Decentraland mountains. And so I think people were like, "No, we're busy." One person was like, "We're busy," and I'm like, "Fine, like, just don't, you don't sign it."
You're like,
Uh,
gosh.
yeah, and then they came up to me 5 minutes later, and they realized like I did not have malicious intent with getting people to sign my little picture saying thank you. It was like thank you card, but yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
Mariana, what did your team do for
What
that?
was I forgot what was the theme? Was it something like something that was like representative of some sort, like it doesn't have to be a country that you're from, but some sort of like I don't know what it was, like I don't what was it? But I think our team just did like a clock tower. We did a clock tower. It was like me, Cheddar, Avi, uh HP was on our team. Oh, Priscilla was yeah, there was like to be honest, I think a lot of us were tired. Don't hate us, Kim, but we were tired. I really wasn't into the hackathon because I don't really do stuff along those lines. So I didn't really have much to contribute either. I think I was actually playing DG games with Sauce at the table.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, I think. Oh no, I think. Yeah, I don't want to expose myself, but I think I was out the night before or something, and I was. Oh yeah, I think we were all out the night before, right? Like, was it that the night that we were all at that one place with
I
like
don't know because I went
with
to
what
bed at
saw
9 every night.
what's but no, but there was like wasn't it like the foundation event? Like it was like who sang again? I forgot their name.
I
Uh,
don't know. Was that the night that we ended up like on
I'm
some
trying.
random rooftop at 3 o'clock in the morning with the guy from Consensus?
Oh yes.
And Fabio was like just jiving, just vibing. And I'm like, that will live in my
Yeah,
head rent
it was
free
like
forever.
that like speakeasy thing where like there were like those musicians or whatever and we couldn't leave because they were so good. I think it was that.
Wait, what? I don't I don't know. I'm like,
Like I think you were there. There was like we were like oh no, that was Lisbon.
I was gonna say I think that's Portugal. I'm sorry, guys. I love that like Mariana and I are like that was the craziest little
No, that
hole
was
in the
Denver.
wall. Denver?
I'm trying to I'm like getting all of the cities confused now.
Well, I don't remember going out
No, no,
there.
no. I forgot. Yeah, I already forgot Argentina. Like, I don't remember a rooftop in Argentina actually.
I think you weren't there, but I had some interesting conversations.
Yeah.
No, that was the guy from Consensus. He was like, come back to my place. We'll have a party." And he was like so nice and like
Oh, that
hope
yeah. Was that that was Argentina?
that was yeah, James.
Good times.
What
Yeah,
happened to him? We should find him.
was that the day before? That was the day before. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Why? So let's yeah, everyone who's doing a hackathon, don't go out till 3 in the morning the night before. Is what we learned.
Hey, we have Kim back.
Okay, Kim.
I don't know. Who knows if this will work? My Twitter keeps starting and stopping and losing connection. So I don't know. Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Yes, we're good.
Oh, hi. The rooftop parties were definitely Argentina in the our friend from Consensus. I don't know about the speakeasy. I don't know if I made it to that one, but
Was
I did want to say
That
the
was
little
Lisbon.
there
was it like the little
Lisbon.
building, like the
Yeah.
little bar, and they only served plastic cups, and there was room for about 15 people inside, so like the entire venue was out in the alley.
I think I missed that part. I might have went
Oh,
to bed.
Mariana, we went there 2 nights, I think.
Yeah, yep, there were 2 of them.
I'm so sad I missed that. That sounds fun.
I feel like you were there though, Kim.
I might have been.
The
I
second
mean,
night,
who knows?
yeah.
I have pictures.
Who
I
knows?
know Cheddar and Noah and I were there. I have cool pictures. Like, yeah.
But I was gonna say, was anyone planning to go to DevCon back in Argentina in November?
I wanted to like see what
Wink,
the
wink, nod, nod.
yeah.
Is anyone going to Denver? I mean, DevCon.
I mean, I think like, is anything happening at DevCon? Like, this is like a date. Like, are we
We are
into each
trying
other?
to.
Like, you into me? Are you into you? Like,
Yeah. We are trying to plan something for DevCon. Yes.
because I think if something's happening, there would be people interested in going. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm talking to Gino to try to coordinate a big joint effort. So,
And
a heads up, TBD on the details. It's not like a full community summit, but side event type vibe. Definitely, I want to definitely do a dinner like we did in Denver. So, just talking, coordinating, looking at dates. It's also the same time as Music Fest, just as a heads up for everyone. The dates are the exact same. So, a little IRL digital thing that we can make happen.
my
Ooh.
only question is there going to be beef?
Oh, obviously. I mean, if we're doing a dinner in Argentina,
Okay.
what else would there be?
I know. Well, breakfast or lunch, like there probably will be beef.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner beef?
Yeah.
You have to come like 3 weeks hungry for Argentina. You really do.
Yeah, so I don't have all the details or official announcements, but if people want to join in our, there'll be something we're doing. So we're working on getting some information together, just confirm, but we are definitely planning.
That's good to know. I mean, I think it's just like when everybody heard it's going to be in Argentina, we're like, oh my gosh, we need
I
a
know.
representation. Like there needs to be a presence
Yes.
because that's huge. And so whatever we got to do,
Yes,
we
not
gotta,
planning a booth. Not planning a
yeah,
booth or anything, but more like side event, party, dinner vibes.
yes, we could have Fifi singing, Zeno DJing, like
All
so
the
much
fun
talent.
stuff. Yes.
Go ahead, Sin. You've been unmuting.
Huh? Oh, I mean, I was just gonna say that sounds like fun. But I was like also kind of thinking, um, wouldn't like NFT Miami fall within the same timeline? I'm trying to think. So there's a lot happening. We have Music Fest, Consensus, and
No, I think
Miami's usually December
December.
1st week. And this one is November like 22nd, I think.
okay, wow.
So it'll be right before.
It's like a hype train.
Well, and then there's
Yes, exactly.
the big NFT conference in Singapore too. Like right before that, is
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah,
October?
token 2029 is like
Yeah, that's
Token.
October
Yeah.
1st
big one.
Yeah.
or October 12th. Yeah.
As of now, we are not planning anything for token. That one's a very pricey one, and we have little representation out there. But we'll definitely focus on DevCon because obviously Argentina's the home.
Is there anything for NFT New York City? I know that's creeping up in like, I realize it's creeping up in like 2 weeks. I'm like thinking, oh yeah, it's at the end of June, and I'm like realizing it is June and it's almost the end of June.
Yeah. We are not planning anything, but if there are a bunch of DCL people going and want to get together, definitely let me know. Dana's on vacation right now, but I know that's like closest for her. So if anything, and she's available, maybe her, but TBD. We don't go to NFT NYC. In my experience in the past, it's kind of gone less popular and less popular, but I think the side events may be interesting this year. But I wouldn't personally pay for the conference myself.
Yeah,
That's not the first time I've heard that. Like literally make like said that. I think like I don't know, a couple nights ago to me. Oh God. So okay. I mean also I mean Miami would also be closer to me, so I might have to meet Dana and Make over in Miami. But I mean, definitely, yeah, we'll have to talk about, well, first see when the dates are, and then start planning. Wow, there's a lot happening in like in the real world, coming soon. Oh,
there's always
that's good.
something going on.
Yeah, I
I
feel
feel like
like
there's like 4 crypto conferences like every single month.
yeah, it seems like way more like regularity than it used to be. I mean, it used to feel like okay, NFT NYC, like NFTLA, and those were like the big ones. Now it's more. I think like the dev side of it is way more interesting. Maybe we're just like evolving and we're smarter, and so we're like, okay, like I want to go, do this. I want to go like learn more about that. But yeah, interesting. Make welcome, and it looks like we lost Kim. She probably there was a pothole or something in the sidewalk. Hope we get it.
I'm a pothole. Good morning. I'm actually on my way to golf, but we do have a party because the Meta Beast Roman party in New York. We're gonna do it live, and hopefully, with if everything goes well, we're also gonna be streaming. That's Tuesday the 24th. I think what it is about maybe NFT conferences versus like Dev or ETH Denver. It's like those are more about the tech than just maybe NFTs themselves, you know? So like the NFT ones are like artists talking about it, and there is some like, hey, this is what's going on in the world. And there are some great talks, but I think ultimately, like when you go to Eat Denver or some of these other places where it's really about building on the blockchain and learning more about like what's out there. You know, it's not as much a singular type of build, but I will also say that generally speaking, at least in NFT New York's section, it's usually the side events are so good and so much fun, and we all still get to catch up with our friends. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not planning to go to the actual conference in New York, but I do plan to see as many people as possible. So if you're planning to come to New York, hit me up and let's go dancing. And good morning.
Yeah, there was a lot. I would say like 90% of ETH Denver were higher level like blockchain booths. I don't know, Mariana, how did you feel walking through there? Like I was definitely like I
Yeah, 100%. They were all like different kind of platforms or solutions to like people's projects. I wouldn't say it was NFT project. I don't even like remember any NFT projects having booths. You know what I mean? Like it was all like products or I don't know, like a Somnia or there was like the Coinbase and then like all these like smaller, you know, solutions, AI agent things.
yeah, which was cool. I mean, I remember there were like the side events. Um there were a lot more project based
Yeah,
side
you're right.
events.
Yeah, the
Like
side
those
events were more NFT. Yeah, like World of Women, Abstract had a lot of things.
Pudgy Penguin party, it was
Yeah,
enough
Pudgy
to make
Penguin.
me
Yeah.
jump into the huddle. I got my pudgy jacket, so next year I'll be like cool enough to fit in with the penguins. Hopefully. They were giving away free like plushies, you guys. Do you know like that's another way to get me into the white van, just cheap plastic toys from Walmart that like put the word collectible on them and I will get in that van so fast. Oh,
And they
Um,
had ice cream.
Children,
ice cream.
just remember, no, do not get in the white van. No, this is a terrible idea.
But what if they have ice cream make?
But what if they're highly collectible
I
toys?
mean, Let's just remind people, no ice cream, not even wearables, not even wearables should get you into a white van. Maybe Rustan would paint me if there was ice cream, but outside of that, I don't know.
I don't know. I still, yeah. Anyway, now. Oh gosh, yeah. So toys. Speaking of that, make kid called Beast. I think they're getting closer to their plastic toys. Have you heard any
You know,
updates?
I thought we were gonna hear that like this week or last week. I know I've seen them like a lot of things packaged, but I'm gonna reserve my right to say I have no idea. But there are good things coming. I just say all together. And again, just before I gotta run and go whack a ball because I know I've whacked a ball and then been on this thing. It was not good. Yeah, hit me up, Mariana. Are you going to New York or are you not?
Well, in my mind, I thought June was next month, and then I realized it's in like 5 days.
Mm, 10
So I
days. 10 days.
same thing.
Mm.
Um, and I usually plan my trips last minute, so maybe I will. It's like 8 minutes. It's like 8 hours away, so it's doable to go tomorrow. But
Mhm.
nothing booked and planned yet.
Well, keep us posted. Um, I think it's going to be really fun. New York, NFT New York as a total experience with everybody around has always been a good time. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Have fun. We
I
need
don't
you,
know.
girl.
I wish there were more like NFT events in like somewhere rural, like somewhere where I don't have to go to a big city. Like I'm sick and tired of big cities. Like after like the Bitcoin thing in Vegas, like I was tired. Like I don't know if I could do New York City. Like it's just too big for right now. Like I need like I don't know,
Let's do
like
NFT Montana. Like,
Vanessa, for real, like I would be down to go to Bozeman,
yes,
Montana for an event.
yes.
Sign
We
me up. If it's tomorrow, I'll go.
okay. We can take a iron brand and brand the cows with an address, and then each cow is now an NFC, a non fungible cow, minted
There
on the
you go.
blockchain. And then when you kindly, humanely butcher that cattle, it shows you where the meat went. And like we can revolutionize the conservative people that don't know blockchain of rural Montana, just bring them on board.
You better not bring them to
Exactly.
Argentina or it's going to be a very short conversation about their lifespan. Anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for
Have
dancing
fun
with me
golfing,
last
Meg.
night. Sheesh. And with Mewy.
I make. But okay, so to continue that, I think you need to further the strategy by I mean you gotta make them want the non-fungible cow. So like while you're branding them, are you like inserting a chip that like tracks their health? Or are your non-fungible cows going to be healthier than just the not other cows?
Yes, it's the Kudus ring that Mariana has, but it's
Yes.
a bovine variation developed specifically for cows. And we have VR goggles
Yes.
on our cows because it's been researched that cows that wear VR that imagine they're in a green field produce higher quality milk.
I'm sold.
And the like for those who are already in crypto, the log like the theme or whatever, like the slogan is like touch grass and mountains because there's literally grass and mountains in Montana. Like you can't get any closer to that than Montana.
Oh my
You
gosh,
know?
I think we're onto something.
I'm
Like
telling you.
our cows touched grass so we don't have to. Would be good.
Here we go.
Can we make our crypto cows Wagyu beef too? Like, or does it have to be from Japan to be Wagyu?
Well, I'm not an expert on beef, so I'm gonna have to stay away from this decision making.
Where's the old guy when you need him?
Have you had Wagyu beef?
No, I have not.
You should Google pictures of it. Just yeah.
I've been around it, whether it's friends or
Oh,
family. I just don't eat beef, I guess. but I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I can't say it looks good because I don't really eat beef, but
Well, next bull run, I will buy some Wagyu beef. Until then, it's beef top ramen, but they're really similar in flavor.
Yes, yes. Next bull run, we are going for the Wagyu beef and the prime vegetables for Mariana. Uh,
thank you, Simple. Thank you.
uh,
But I really think we need to revisit these like conferences in like it could be like a series, like a crypto conference in all different non city like setting. You know what I mean? Like the Bozeman, the Arkansas, maybe the random city in Nevada that's not Vegas. You know, like
I think there's
Wyoming.
only
Like
two cities in Nevada.
are
Nevada.
you suggesting Reno? Like,
Yeah,
no. But like I'm talking like not Reno, not Vegas. Like I'm talking like in the mountains, out like
Burning
maybe like a
Man.
few hours.
Burning
Yeah, like
Man.
a birdie.
That's yeah. I mean, I feel like the founders are there and they don't talk about it, but I feel like they go back more than we know.
there's no technology there.
That's the point.
No, there's drone shows. There's crazy stuff.
But no
Okay.
technology.
So be like that's a half an hour of like mostly nonsensical stuff. So if they did, who would go to Argentina? If they're gonna do something, who would make that's a big trip.
I'm still debating if I want to go to like Argentina or if I want to go stop by in Singapore. I don't know,
Singapore
maybe
would be cool.
I
I'm
would
thinking
go.
about my I'm thinking about my employment. I'm also thinking about my wallet. Um, and I have two roads here, which it would be like NFT Miami, which would definitely be slightly cheaper because I wouldn't have to get on a plane.
It's
Uh,
funny because like Miami is so expensive. Like I think the only expensive part of getting to Argentina is the plane, but I feel like everything else is relatively cheap.
oh,
Whereas like
Yeah.
Miami,
true.
like I feel like it's way more expensive.
Yes, yes, very true. You do have
But you do live close to Miami, so you
yeah.
save
I
on
could
the
just
flight.
yeah. If I run out of money, I could just be like, all right, guys, I'm out. I'm getting in my car. I'm gonna drive.
But yeah, I definitely agree with your sentiment. But yeah, for someone else, like not in Miami or in Florida, like it's not that big of a difference between going to Argentina and going to Miami. Like I don't know, like it's crazy how like expensive like domestic travel is in America. You know, like I mean, maybe more so from like the West Coast to Miami, maybe not so much from like where I am, but yeah.
Yeah, those cross city. I think my trip to Argentina, like the Seattle to Atlanta, was a big one because that was 5 hours. That was a long flight, and then yeah,
Yep,
so I think that was
another like 10 hours.
yeah. So 5 hours to Atlanta, a couple hour layover, and then 9 hours to Argentina. That's not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what the pricing looks like. Anyways, I'm about to go check the flights and see what it costs to go to Argentina. But then the weather will be nicer though. It'll be like summertime, I believe, or spring turning
I
into
think
summer.
yeah, spring. Yeah, like late spring probably because it's kind of late fall for us, like almost winter. So yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, I think it'd be nice if foundation, hopefully that little conversation, lets Kim know that there would be interest. I think there'd be interest. I don't know. Actually, a lot of the people that went to the community summit, a lot of them aren't actively building in Decentraland anymore, which is interesting. Um, so would be curious to see who would make the trip.
Yeah, then there's the other aspect. Like I want to meet everyone. I want to chill with the people that are building the platform that I love. I would like to party with them. I'm sure they party hard, and we don't even know it. Actually, I somewhat know it. I've met Shibu, and I got the vibe. I got the vibe.
Yeah, and I think we last week my internet rugged the space, I think, right when we were talking about Shibu and job openings at Foundation, because there was a job opening, or they're hiring for like creative design or something, not creative director, but kind of like graphic design. And somebody was saying Shibu, because I was like, oh no, did Shibu left? But they was like, no, they didn't leave. And then we rugged like right after that. So people should go check out those job listings, see if there's anything that is interesting.
Yeah, I think I thought I saw some like senior developer positions and shit like in there. Like I'm wondering if like there are any like any individuals, smart individuals with like within our ranks here that would like be good in those positions. And maybe I'm not senior, but like or I thought I saw senior or junior, one of the two. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think we have a lot of talented individuals. Like, I know they've been hiring for like a Unity full stack developer for a long time, like a year and a half. So I don't know if it's just I mean, I'm sure it's a pretty hard position to hire for, or if they're just rotating people through, but I don't know. I think we have talented people who could do those jobs in our community.
Yep, yep. Or talented people that could fill positions within like the foundation and allow like people that are already there to move up because they already understand the ecosystem and the work environment and whatnot, what they're dealing with in general.
Yeah. All I'll say is Dr. Crillo, like in my opinion, that's the best money they've spent this year. Just like if anybody can make it to his office hours, he's so helpful and willing to like teach people new stuff. And at least now we have somebody to go to if we're like struggling and we don't know how to do something. In the past, I think we would bug like, "Hey Kim, I don't know how to do this," or like try to go directly to Nico. Or now like there's somebody that can help us with that, which is crazy cool.
Yes, most definitely. Dr. Grillo I think is a good investment for the foundation. Good, bravo on hiring Dr. Crillo or opening up a position for that. And honestly, like so far he's proven to like be going like I feel like he's like, just he's really trying to grasp all this and to like pinpoint like community like issues with it, the technical issues within the platform that community members are experiencing, just those like little bugs that could really like make or break a platform sometimes for people, like I mean, for example, like the this could be a little thing, but it could drive a new user out. Like I've noticed with the if you use the RTMP that the admin tools provides, like for some users, it will make it so your audio controls don't work anymore. So you could like turn your master audio all the way down, and there will still be music blasting like at high volume. So and then it like if you walk out of the land, it like starts to like glitch and then just doesn't sound good. I think that's enough to like make a user leave the platform, to tell you the truth. Like so yeah, he's been trying. He's been trying. I know I just rambled on about a little bug here. And I mean, speaking of bugs, I don't know if anyone or Canessa or anyone has looked in the general chat in Community Building Decentraland Discord. Sebga in there has been Dealing with an issue. I guess he's been getting some sort of error within the creator hub. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. I meant to click on this. Damn it, I clicked on the wrong thing again. Technology and me, I guess, just don't. I guess he's getting a npm error, missing script, and then it says watch.
Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen that. But
Yeah, I haven't used DCL start in quite a second. So I can't. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure Dr. Krillo will help him.
Well,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, I was gonna say we'll let the expert deal with that one.
Or I mean, even if anyone is that's listening, like, is familiar with that error, like, definitely like drop a comment or drop a note on the post. I'm going to pin it here at the top for if anyone is interested. There we go. For a second, I almost forgot how to pin. And looking around the room, just want to say hello to He Knows Gaming. How you doing, my brother? Let me know. Let me know if you'll be streaming later on today. I am definitely available. Welcome, VM. We have Dr. Drip in the building. Dude, you have been killing it with everything you've been developing, from your burning mechanisms to, like, just the overall development of your website. Like, you have been killing it, dude. Um Welcome, Toxic Waifu. And we got Hugh Pow. And I see Alpha Angels down there along with Rustan. I think I see a new listener, Mr. Sep4. Welcome, Mr. Sep4. These are our weekly community building Decentraland X Spaces. We are here every Saturday at noon Eastern, and we just talk about Decentraland, Web3, bullshit about donuts. And what are your fancy waffles called, Canessa?
Stroop waffles.
Droop waffles. You know what? You've inspired me. I think I'm gonna type this into Google right now and then order some Stroop waffles if it's possible.
Oh, you should. You should just make like I ate them for a year before I realized you're supposed to be setting them on your coffee, warming them up, and so that's when my mind was blown. Just life changing.
I feel like maybe I have come across these things once or twice. Just didn't know what they were, or maybe it was the packaging. The packaging didn't attract me.
Yeah, they're pretty special, and you can actually on Etsy you can have people like make custom art on them, like I don't know, I don't know how they do it, but I want to get like the DCL logo like printed on them, and then that would be my giveaway item for people.
A DCL Stroop waffle.
Yeah, because wouldn't that be cool?
Oh my god, that would be great. Like, I could imagine you, like, going to, like, some sort of East Denver or something with, like, just a shit ton of Stroop waffles, and, like, as you're, like, meeting people, you're, like, secretly passing them the Central End Stroop waffle, and then you become famous. They're like, yeah, there's this Stroop waffle lady.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they might be like, let's go, let's get an Uber. She's here, let's go. No, but I think like get the way that brands should attend conferences should definitely like try novel ways, like maybe not waffles, but different things like that. Like I think Decentraland should make like for Eat Denver especially like little survival kits because everybody came away from that like I don't know, Mariana, if it was the same for you, but on my timeline, everybody's like, I need like a spa day. My lips are chapped. My skin is dry. Like my eyes are burning because it's like a mile high elevation. It's dry as heck. Like if people are used to the warmer weather, like it's the cold dry weather in February is kind of a harsh wake up. So at least for like the she-fi, like the woman focused part of it, like Decentraland could just do so well by making like Eat Denver survival kit and just be like a hydrating face mask, lip balm, blah blah blah, just like cutesy stuff like that, like just leaning into the fact that yeah, you're in Eat Denver in February, you probably didn't bring a warm enough jacket, here's your survival kit. And like instead of just spamming every single person that comes to the conference, like focus in on like this on like one specific crowd and then just make some cool stuff up. But it's not up to me. It's up to other people. But I think that'd be so cool.
So for Argentina, you would say the Decentraland should make a spatula for the Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
Like an orange, red, yellow
Or like
spatula.
A fancy fork.
spices. Could we get like a old guy's beef rub? Like and hand out like something. Oh, we need to
Oh,
coordinate.
yeah, like a spicy, yeah, a
Yeah.
seasoning powder or something, like a Decentraland seasoning
Oh my
powder.
gosh, you know what? Like you could do a variety that's like I don't know if mole goes well on beef, but roots. Roots is chocolate. Get the chocolate nibs, crush them, turn them into mole. Like have this shit made, like sourced by Decentraland users. Like he brought me cocoa nibs, and he was like, "Now, if you brought these somewhere, they would be jealous because they would know that you know someone in the chocolate industry because you can't get cocoa nibs, like full cocoa nibs that haven't been like broken down." So anyway, I digress, but it would be cool. We got to get old guy to Argentina at least.
It's all about aligning and making the right product for the right use case for the right time, I guess. Or merch or however you want to take it, I guess. Like if you're gonna go rogue and bring, I don't know, beach towels to Denver, you're not it's not gonna I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. So you have to do things that kind of make sense, you know. Or there you go, beach towels to NFT Miami for the Central Land. Like you kind of have to just like know where you gotta know where you're going, where you're at, who's the people, and kind of adapt to that and not do something that's completely just rogue.
Yeah,
I don't know. Know your market, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. And partnerships like between different brands, like Chipped Social, the nails that had the NFC chip that were at Eat Denver, that they did a partnership with I think Espresso. So there was that one type of nail kit that you could only get there, and it was free at Shifi, and I think they were like limited quantities, but it was like a perfect combination because they looked like espresso nails, and I don't even know what does espresso do. It's some kind of like scaling solution for blockchain tech. But otherwise, I would forget what espresso was. I'd be like, oh, I think that's coffee, but no, it's not.
Yeah, no, and shout out to Chip. I mean, like, she's literally been like adapting to all different kinds of events. You know what I mean? Like, I saw like World of Women gala nails by her. There's some other ones I saw recently. Oh yeah, she even had like a thing with Sam with Crypto with LA over there. Like, yeah, she definitely is killing it. And I don't know, like, it's just an example of how a small product could really be seen and adapted to like other projects, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, you just kind of have to know how to like bring your product and how it could be useful to like another crypto projects. It's a good
Yeah,
testament.
and I think it like really, it's, I don't know, like a really good way to focus that you're not trying to get every person at that conference. Like she is specifically targeting, like I would say 95% of her customers are women. And she does do nails for men, but like she I would say like she was a rock star at Eat Denver. Everybody had those nails. Like they were amazing. Like I don't know about after Eat Denver if it's like sustainable to really run around with your chip nails looking for people that have the app. But like, instead of just spreading your net super wide, which I think Decentraland has done at the different conferences, like even GDC, just like here we are, like for everybody, and it's a very big conference, and we're one small fish in a really big sea. But maybe just find ways to like really zero in, or even like the party collab, like when they did all the partnership with Party for Fashion Week. It was like that was a very specific crowd that already knew it, like crypto, already had an understanding, so you don't have to like re-explain to them what tokens, NFTs, and everything are. Like, I think that that's the way that, I don't know, onboarding and like meaningful relationships and meaningful collaborations should occur, just like smaller and more like focused, I guess, like that.
Also have to find a way to like even like loop Brave into that. Like Brave Brave is such a sleeping giant that I I don't know. I almost feel like not enough is being done, or maybe something's being planned, and yeah, I'm just being impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah, there definitely needs. Sorry,
No,
Knessa.
you go, you go.
I was no, I was just gonna say like the Decentraland just needs something that's like kind of like not a mascot, but like some sort of like proprietary product outside of the Decentraland that's like recognizable outside of like the computer. Kind of how like the whole pudgy penguins, right? Like they are known. They when people see their gifs or whatever of the penguins, they know it's pudgy, not Club Penguin or some other random penguin or whatever. Like they know it's pudgy. So we kind of need the same thing where it's like, okay, something that people be like, oh yeah, that's like a metaverse thing. At least they can say it's a metaverse thing. Then um, they may not know it's called the Central Land, but like people need to know people need to see some sort of logo on a product or use some sort of product that they can be like, okay, yeah, that's something called the Central Land or something. So I think there's more room for improvement in that aspect.
I think so, totally. At GDC, there were so many brands that had like the cute thing, like Crypto Unicorns was there, and they had this, 3 foot tall unicorn you could go get your picture by. Epic Games had a ginormous Lego Loot Llama. Like, you see these things and it's instantly recognizable. So yeah, like I have made that suggestion over and over again. I may or may not have suggested strongly to Gino, like we need IP, like we need we need a character, and like we need a good story, and we need a character that people can fall in love with. And then, like I love our logo. I put it on my body, but like there's nothing to really fall in love with that. There's no like, I don't know. I really think humans want to connect over something, even if it was like, um, a little ugly puppy named 38, and like nobody except like, why is this dog ugly? Why is it named 38? And like nobody would get it, but we would get it, and it would probably be like the little dog that was kicked around that just doesn't give up, or something like that, like the underdog. I mean, yeah, I could go off, but like you look at Mickey Mouse, why Walt created Mickey Mouse. He was the underdog after he got his first IP stolen because he didn't know that he signed away the rights. And so then he had to like recreate this new one. So um definitely agree with that. Like something more tangible to connect with. And maybe that's not something the foundation creates. Maybe that's something that, like, really it should be the community that comes up with it, creates it, and then like does.
They could, I mean, the community should think of it, but then it comes to like a legal perspective of like brand IP, and then also you have to consider like you have to have like a sales licensing. So technically, like no one can just start it unless they have permission. But then they would start like I was just speaking from like a true legal tax and business perspective. Like you need to have something registered to distribute that product. So it's not as easy from like a community as we may think. We can create the
Yeah.
idea, sure, but there has to be some sort of legal representation
Well, like,
for it. Which is why no one has done it because they don't want to have beef with the foundation for creating something and then taking it. Like that's why no one has done merch, because technically the foundation should have the ownership to do that. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of legal merch out there you can get, that I personally never bought any, but like on Redbubble and like Etsy, there's crazy stuff that I'm like, who are you people creating merch for our beloved metaverse? But oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, that we were talking about, I think many months ago, the nouns IP, how that is in Creative Commons, so like anybody could use that. So that would be a really cool way to do it. Oh, because I was telling Kim we need to buy. There was a nouns that looked like the Decentraland logo. I was like, the DAO should buy that, and then everybody could use that in their branding. Like that would be a perfect collaboration between like two brands. She's like, no, and I think you were like, no, that's illegal, can't do that, or like at least a bad idea. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I just want.
But yeah, I hope one day we do see some sort of external representation for Decentraland. It just would make sense.
I guess before we like start branding a cute character to get outside of Decentraland, we need more inside Decentraland. So
Yeah, first I have to make sure Decentraland is fully operational, is accessible. Then we can think of a mascot. But yeah, we may be talking a little bit too much in the future, maybe.
yeah.
Or like, or well, actually, technically, I don't. Well, I mean, I guess maybe we should have a mascot too. But like, I just thought of like an example of like Open Ledger. Like you remember from Denver, like the cute little Open Ledger. It's like that new AI blockchain thing or whatever. But like we first saw it at the Denver conference, and the first thing that I recognized before I saw Open Ledger, I saw the cute little orange octopus. I'm like, oh, that's a cute little orange octopus, and I was like, what is this? And then like that co-founder, like the guy of Open Ledger was there. He's like, oh yeah, this is Open Ledger, I was probably I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying, but I wanted to know more about what the product was because I recognized such a cute little orange octopus, and I was curious what was behind it. So I think that kind of shows that you necessarily don't need a full available product yet, because like Open Ledger was not or they had their SDK open, but they're not really like fully launched is what I understand. Like it's just like in like this pilot or like test net phase, maybe. Don't quote me. But yeah, like I think maybe Decentraland does need some sort of like mascot so people can at least be like, oh, let me like sign up for Decentraland because I saw this cute whatever logo, or I don't know I don't know what mascot it would be, like a bear. I don't know. Yeah, but like it's an example of how someone like me would be like, I want to know more about what the company is, and literally literally on the spot, I went and followed Open Ledger because of the cute little octopus. So just a little testimony on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like that's crazy because yeah, like there is power in that, in like joining a community. I mean, especially in this space where people like all of our PFPs, we've bought it for a reason. Like, or some people have their picture or Santa hats on their PFPs, but like it is really interesting to look at that community. I mean, it would be cool if Decentraland had its own like what would the word be, like derivative NFT projects. Like, they could have a PFP project that's like, yeah, it's Decentraland, but it's also this. Kind of like a Kid Called Beast has the Genesis Beast, but then they also have the Bit Beast. They also have the glasses. Like they're not just one thing. Now they're making the video game. Like Decentraland could be, there's just other ways to branch out. But I guess maybe sometimes maybe just focus on making the shit work first. We've got so many ideas.
So many ideas. We're just not there yet. I mean, but definitely as individuals within the platform, we could do our own parts to to whatever vision that we see. Let's see. I see that we're coming up to an hour, and I know that Kanessa, you are limited on time today, correct?
Yeah, I should probably jump out of here pretty soon.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, in a way, I guess could be a good thing to do a small recap of like kind of the week, or at least what we can
Well,
remember. What's up, Mariana?
well, we should probably be talking about what's coming up this week. There's that game night. It's like June 19th, 20th.
Hi.
Like I'm not really familiar with like the details for it. Besides, it's June 19th and 20th. Like I don't know what time it starts. If there's like a trail or something, I don't know anything about it. Oh, I see Toxic came up. Maybe Toxic knows.
Oh, hi, Toxic.
But yeah, so I think yeah, I need to do more research on what game night is. Oh, I know there's like mini games, but I don't know what time everyone's meeting up to play these games. And I was actually kind of disappointed there's no trivia. I was kind of like turned off that there's no trivia.
So,
So,
I mean,
but there's crosswords.
speaking of trivia, I mean, I think Kanessa was on to
Oh yeah.
something. I mean, we had that was so much fun on the CBD
That
event.
was the best night ever. In 2025, that was probably my favorite game night ever only because it was trivia.
You love trivia.
Oh man.
It's that trivia that I did. It's gonna be better in like years from now when it's a little harder to like and
Remember
yeah,
like
and like the
2020?
people, we're gonna be like, oh my gosh, yeah, like or you know what? If every one of us came up with 5 questions like similar, because we all have different experiences. Like we all remembered, the aquarium rail gang or the rail crew, totally different. But we were like, yeah, is it rail gang or rail crew? Like, and it depends on how you experienced that period of time. That like to me, it's rail gang, but I think yeah, like it would be cool to have collective, like a call for trivia questions, and then yeah, that way we can all, just keep building it, building the collection.
Ima- Imagine there being a question like from like Mega Cube. What brand was on level 8 of the cube or something so hard? We would need to take out the multiple choice for that for sure.
For sure. That
Oh. I couldn't tell you any. I couldn't. I would have to. I don't even remember. But yeah, like that would be like a good example to your point. Like something that's like only people were there would be able to guess or make an educational guess or yeah, other random events that's happened.
yeah, that would be cool. And Toxic, welcome. How are you today? Oh no, I don't see Toxic talking.
I think Toxic may be struggling, but
Yeah, it was
she did.
weird. It
Can you
like I let oh there.
can
Are you there?
hello? Sorry,
Hello.
sheesh. Hello to everyone. Sorry, it's super hot here in Germany, and I think my brain is kind of melting. Uh, maybe that's why I have sound bugs here. Um, yeah, I was just listening earlier when you were talking about stroke waffles, and I was super mad because I was just grocery shopping, and now I want one.
You should go get
Um,
one or have them DoorDash.
yeah. And it's so a pro tip to put them on the hot coffee top. Like, that's how you do it. And I just wanted to invite everyone very warmly to the next Toxic Tuesday because we just had a break of 2 weeks. We moved the Garden of Encounter and we already set at a new location, but we want to have a little warming party the other day. But on Toxic Tuesday this week, we are going to meet in the green screen and we have a very special edition. It's a Rage special edition because I heard some rumors that next week is going to be a very nice opening party and we have some great giveaways. And yeah, if you want to learn more, you are warmly invited to visit Toxic Tuesday this week.
Oh, awesome. That is really cool to hear. And where is your have you moved far from, like, will people be able to find you?
Um, it's like 5 minutes Meadowolf was so nice and walked away for us, and he stopped the time. It's 5 minutes away from the old parcel. We were very lucky with the garden because Meadowolf sponsored and renting the parcel for us so that we could have built there the last year. But the rent was running over, and someone from in this community was very, 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 very yeah, generous with us and gifted us 10 parcels so that the garden can, yeah, is now on a new location. It's minus 77, and I love this card. And it's kind of very near a street and much icy poker stuff around there. But it's a really, really nice parcel, and I can't wait to have more garden events there. But the next time that we want to have an event there, we want to have something new, that the garden looks a little bit different, some upgrades. And right now, I think we can watch YouTube videos there, and you can talk, of course, with Spongetron, but we have some different things in mind we would like to see there. So yeah, we need a little bit more time for that, but Toxic Tuesday, 2 weeks break. This was just too much, so we're coming back with a bang next week.
Let's go. So good to have Toxic Tuesdays coming back. And Canessa, the new spot is pretty litty. It's actually like right next to the plaza that they use for like Music Fest. Like the true stage is there in like the
Yeah.
middle and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Good.
Yeah, like that is their neighbor. It's so cool, and there's a other development around that too. So it's definitely a good location, and of course, much deserved. To whoever gave gifted you to those parcels. Like big kudos to them, big respect to them, because you two are definitely individuals that, like, if there was anything to be given, like, you two are two individuals that do deserve to get something. So uh
Thank you very much. We are so grateful, and to be honest, I can't really believe it that someone trusts so much in us. And because the only thing that was requested was to not sell it the minute that we get it. um, and yeah, for us, everything that we do it from our own funds, and it's much appreciated that if we're getting this kind of support. I never would have asked for something like this. So that, yeah, I think the one that gifted this to us is inward with us. So if you can hear this, thank you very, very much. And the person wants to stay Anon, and I want to respect that. To be honest, I would love to do a really big party to thank, but I'm gonna respect the request. And yeah, it's been really, really crazy weeks for Dogebusters the last few months, and I can't wait to see where this is going. So
Well, I can't think of, I mean, or I think you are some of the most deserving people to have this. So I feel like we're going to see amazing stuff come out of that. So yeah, thank you to whomever it was. And like, that's beautiful, and like completely, uh, when we see bad stuff all the time, like this is the kind of action that like makes me kind of restores my faith in, like, I don't know, the vision, like the idealistic altruistic vision that we could have here. So glad for that.
totally. And to be honest, I really feel like partying, lady. So I'm super hyped kind of for next week's event on Tuesday, because we have some features that we planned to test in the garden, but we thought, yeah, since there will be a wage reopening, that we're gonna use it on Toxic Tuesday, and we have a game. And I don't know how much I should spill, but it's a musically game, and it has very different names in all kinds of cities. And And we have some great prizes. I just wanted to say we're giving away a Rage VIP tag. And I'm just trying to think of how the game is called in English. I think it's Musically Chairs. Could this be right?
Yeah. Like musical chairs, you run around and you like when the music stops, everybody's got to run to a chair.
Yes.
And then yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't
Yes,
played
we're
that
doing
for
it.
a few, a little while, I think. But yeah,
Hmm.
that's a good one.
I haven't played it too in like I think nearly 20 years maybe, or maybe 15 years. Sheesh, we're all getting old here in the metaverse. Um, but I think it's gonna be slapping in the Decentraland, you know. And of course we're gonna have it with some techno music. So be really prepared for some vibes on Tuesday. And I think the reopening of the garden will be maybe in 1 week or something like this. But still, everyone very warmly invited to be there if you wanna hang. But yeah, don't expect too much right now because the features are being rolled out in the next week.
Well, I think that's awesome. And, we're kind of going into the summer in the Northern Hemisphere. And I feel like it is kind of like a quieter time when people are out vacationing. Like, I don't know. I know I'm busier with kids at home. And so, like, it's a good timing to bring something, new like that and bring some new life in. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like our build period where then once the weather does kind of like cool off again in September and October, people will come back and we'll have some amazing things. Like it's awesome to have Rage back. So really glad to see you guys building like that. And on that note, Sin,
You have to go.
I should probably get going. It's easy to be like, oh no, 10 more minutes. But I should probably get going.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm probably gonna start winding down the space here too. But yeah, the Mariana made a good suggestion. I mean, there is a game night coming up. It looks to be Thursday the 19th. I don't know if this is converted to my time. I'm gonna assume it is. At 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern. So convert that to your time, whatever that may be. Let's see. Step into our brand new game area where 20 players compete live and 40 more spectate in an esports style gaming pit. Sorry.
I
Battle
guess
your
it
way.
pays to read the fine print. I didn't realize it was like PvP like that. Oh,
I,
Mariana.
I guess it does.
Bring it on.
Battle your way through 5 chaotic, fast micro games designed to test your reflexes, brain power, and pure gaming guts. These games are called Rush Fall or Fall Rush. Wow, I'm dyslexic. Patch Battle, Speed Tag, Highest Heights, Think or Sink. I like that name. So get ready, guys. I guess get your reflexes and your gaming guts ready. I know Toxic Waifu has plenty of gaming guts. I see her playing Call of Duty and stuff like that. Let's see. The action never stops. 24 hours straight of games. Keep the vibes electric, whether you're playing, watching, or celebrating your win. Okay, so yeah, it looks like this event will be or not event, but like the game area will be like a ongoing thing. And yeah, I mean it. I'm wondering if this is like a test or if this is like the release. Like
I bet it's the release. They would never release a test beta version of something now, would they?
uh,
Sorry, I couldn't help myself, but like,
you're hitting too close to home there, Canessa. I like
I
liter
hope it's
friendly fire.
I don't know if Kim re-listens to these. She'll be like, "What?" But, no. I just
But
wonder, like, yeah, is it going to work more? Like, is it going to just be for this time, or like maybe we need to set up a weekly like event where everybody tries to meet like on I don't know, Monday before Beyond the NFT does a little trivia or something like that. Like maybe, yeah, I don't know. It
Yeah.
would be interesting to see.
Even this could be something that could be continued through with just the people that use the platform themselves. Like whenever there's a new user, like, hey, what do I do here? Want to go play bumper cars? I'm sorry, there's no bumper cars, but there is. Want to go play Think or Sync?
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
There is a
it's something. And welcome, Jared.
build in that. Yeah, so anyway, I saw that I think you could maybe go play those games now. I saw there was like a crowd of like 7 people at the old game jam space, so I went to like see what was up, and like Bench was leading a like test. I have like 1 bar of service, so you probably can't understand anything I'm saying, but they were actively testing stuff out in world.
Yep. Wasn't that bumper car game made by Roomway? Something like that, or it was Nikki?
It has to have
I
been
think
because
Nikki
there
and
is
Drip.
giant NPC wearing like the mythics. So like if it wasn't made with Roommate and Doctor, yeah, they have the foundation has been very liberal with their use of their stuff. So I see the scene. Like I can't tell if they're like it's just
Now you're sounding like a robot.
Yeah, we're losing you.
We lost Jared. But yeah, you're right. There are bumper cars that that maybe they could take that and try to optimize, make it good, and put it in the arena. Who knows? But at least now we have. I'm hoping we will have somewhere to take new users, or even something to like do with friends when we're not when we're in between events. Let's say, um, like this is great. Could be a great addition. I support. I will be there an hour late on that day, on Thursday, uh, June 19th. I will be there an hour late. And I guess final things to kind of chill about. In the events page, I do see a tournament, chess tournament happening today, starting in about 59 minutes. Um, I see ABC Decentraland tours starting in 5 hours. Um, so yeah, make sure to actually mark your calendar for the Decentraland tours. Billy is a genius. I love Billy. I love Billy. Let's see. I was gonna try to get more information, but I think I pretty much just said it. 5 hours. 7 p.m. Eastern, and I don't think there's book club tomorrow because Kim confirmed that Dana is on vacation. So good news, everyone. We have a whole nother week to continue reading our books or reread our book. And I have to say, like, I from the stuff that now that I'm paying attention a little more to the book, like we have early iterations of some of the stuff that is mentioned in that book. uh,
We
What book are you guys reading right now?
Ready Player One.
Okay. I've never read the book.
You
I've
should
watched the
read the
movie.
book.
But,
It's
I know. Maybe after
we
Tuesday.
all should.
Okay.
Yes, let's all get together and do a read along or something. Like it like one night out of the week, just just play the audiobook or something and we all listen together. I don't know.
That's what we should do for those
Yeah.
of us that never
Yeah.
do book club.
Yeah. How long is that? Like a 20-hour? Just have like a 20-hour event, a reading event.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like all month. You break it up into 4 different parts.
Well, if you listen to it at 1.6 like I do, um so it's 0.6 shorter than
Oh my gosh. Then kill author's voice. And what we should do, because there's probably some laws we'd violate to like play a read along that somebody bought. We should just read it. We should, oh my gosh, we could take turns reading. I could call on people. I could say, thank you, Mariana. You did a really nice job reading. I liked how you handled that part. Sin, would you please take the next chapter? Oh my gosh, that'd be so much more fun listening.
Yes, popcorn reading.
Yes.
Yes.
That's very
Popcorn reading. Are you a
teacherly of
teacher?
you.
Yes, it is. And we will I already have I literally already have vocabulary words for Ready Player One that I made a long time ago for my
Add that to the
students. So
trivia.
yes. So the assignment will be due like the day after book club. So you have a little bit of time to get it turned in. You're welcome.
Monday. But yeah, so we have another week to read to finish our book here, which is awesome. And then Monday we're starting with on Monday. Uh, so actually looks like we have some other stuff. Hold up. Toxic failed to tell us about You Sponge Lazy Sundays starting in one day. So there's that. We have Lazy Sponge Sundays at 8 p.m. UTC. Um, if you've been to the cat house, you know. If you know, you know. But there's an event there in a day, and Star Katie Diamonds versus Mr. Cat. Oh my god, I should have read that out loud. Let's see what else. What else is there? There's on Monday. Monday will be kicked off by on Monday, of course. And then followed by MoFi on Mondays at Casa Rustan. I'm so happy those are back. And then, of course, we're gonna finish off Monday night with Beyond the NFT with Mew. And our guest this week is going to be Dr. Krillo. So make sure to pull up if you have any questions you would love to ask Dr. Krillo. Bring your questions. Please, no technical questions because I will have to read them out loud and then I'll sound super dumb. Um,
And I
but
feel like he's so helpful that he would probably try to answer it on the show. Like, because I think he doesn't want anyone to struggle. So he would, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So like a little bit of a sidetrack here. I just seen that Chris popped in. Chris, I have to tell you that I did not know this, but my little sister is a fan of your work. Like kind of crazy. We've never talked about this, and then all of a sudden I like showed her one of your posts, and she's like, you like Nyan Cat?" I'm like, "Do I like them? I freaking love the person that made them." And she's like, "You know the person?" And I'm like, "Yes." So big shout out to you, my friend. You have a fan. And
That's cool. I wanna make the a Nyan Cat in the Minecraft SMP, the Donut SMP server, because like everybody destroys everything. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make Nyan Cat up in the air, and then like people are gonna find it and probably blow it up. But yeah, I was just thinking that today. Like, I gotta make that. It would be so perfect.
Okay, so there's big Decentraland logo and Nyan Cat. Uh, creations that we have to do. So if anyone that's listening would like, Canessa is opening recruitment for raiding some sort of public servers and creating Decentraland related stuff on Minecraft. She is leading the charge right now. She seems to be getting murdered a lot. Maybe you could help her out by becoming her security detail.
I didn't get murdered. Not no.
I'm trying to get you people here.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we
I got
have to bend the truth a little bit.
because I only die of fall damage, and I do so quite often. And I did not set my home as base. I'm looking at you, Jim Cedric. I know you play. I know you do. So yeah, anybody that wants to do that. I also want to know who was playing Grow a Garden this morning, because Grow a Garden in Roblox was at like 16 million concurrent users, which is higher than like Fortnite or anybody at the moment. So I know you guys were there. I was not. No.
Holy crap, 16 million. So, I mean, that I feel like these points are definitely good points to end on. Very light, very fun, and big shout out to every single one of you that popped in and has popped in today's space. All of you on Decentraland, on Kick, Twitch, X, YouTube, wherever you are listening from. We love you. So, with that said, I'm going to pass it over to our speakers here. Final thoughts, and we will close out. Mariana?
Unfortunately, nothing on my end. But yeah, have a good week, everyone.
That sounds like a final thought. Thank you, Mariana, for coming up. And it's always nice to chat with you. I know you're always busy taking over the world, so like when we get Mariana time, we treasure our Mariana time.
Oh, well, I'll make sure I'm around in the coming weeks. Trying to. It's been a little bit busy, but
Don't tease me now. I
I'm
might
trying to.
start like DMing you like, "Hey, you said you would be here, but you're not."
See you in November.
Okay. And Canessa, any final thoughts?
I think just, take care of yourself, take care of each other, enjoy Decentraland for what it is. And thank you, everybody, for being here, for being in the Discord. And yeah, appreciate all of you. So have a good week. Be safe.
Yes, yes. And yeah, take care, everyone. We love you. And let's let's push for positivity, and let's push for being constructive with everything we do within Decentraland, within CBD. Let's try to build each other up and push forward. Thank you, everyone. Love you all, and we'll see you back here next week uh, on Saturday at noon Eastern. Goodbye.